Jack, back in Vegas, are you getting used to fighting in Las Vegas? Is it enjoyable for you at all?
Yeah, I think so. It's nice to get here, and you have the PI close by, great training facilities. So I'm happy to be here in Vegas.
I was kind of curious if maybe you didn't talk to him and be like, hey, can we push for like a month? I could fight in London to be a little easier.
Yeah, right. And especially without a crowd again, it's not the preferred situation, but I'm here and ready to do the job.
Very nice. Main event again as well. I mean, do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy being the headliner and the added responsibilities and all that comes with it?
Absolutely. I'm super happy to be in this position. I think, you're privileged as a fighter to be headlining a card, and it means that the UFC are appreciating you and see you as one of their main fighters.
You don't strike me as a guy that loves to like talk trash or try to sell fights. I mean, does that part of it, do you feel like, they expect me to do something like that?
No, I think my skills speaks for themselves, and it's nice with diversity and different personalities, so not everybody has to be the bad guy.
Very nice. I guess Sean Strickland doesn't mind being the bad guy, right? What do you make of him as a character? I mean, are you entertained by him? Are you put off by him? Like, what do you think about him?
No, I'm mostly entertained by it. You never know what you get with him, and our relationship are friendly, but at the same time, he's a loose cannon. You never know what kind of jump out of his mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think he'll try to, the face-off, and, do you think he'll try to get to you a little bit, play a little mind games?
I don't think so during the face-off, but during the fights, definitely.
Very nice. All right, so we know about him as a person. What do you make of his skills? Because he's on a nice run and kind of coming to the top of the division.
Yeah, he's a guy who has a great record, and in middleweight, he's undefeated. He looks great win streak. So you got to give it to him. He's a guy that always comes forward, full pressure, and most people seem to have trouble to handle that.
Yeah. How about yourself? I mean, what do you feel about your career as of late? You had a couple setbacks, but again, we're talking about the best of the best. So, where do you feel that you're at in your career right now?
I feel I am at my peak right now, and I'm just getting better. And as you mentioned, it has been a few up and downs, but the margins for error are so small in this sport, and I just need to put everything together. And when I do that, I know that I can become the best.
Are you thinking at all about where this puts you? I mean, there's kind of the top of the division's fighting next month. It seems like there'll be some big fights available. Are you thinking about what comes next at all?
Yeah, all the time. I'm always trying to find my way up there, and. You have a couple of guys that are fighting, and it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. But I feel I'm, with a great win here, I'm putting myself next in line.
Yeah. Do you think you can be number one contender after this, basically, or even a title shot? I mean, where do you feel?
Yeah, if I do a good enough performance, and then it depends on the other contenders, Bronze and Cannonier. How will they perform? Are they going to do an exciting fight or not? We had a lot of rematches lately. Vittoria against Adesanya, now Whittaker against Adesanya. Do we want to see Bronson against Adesanya? I'm not sure. I think people want to see Jack Hermansson and Adesanya.
I like it. You talked about him talking during the fight and stuff. Is that a good thing for you or a bad thing? I mean, do you have to make sure you keep yourself calm, or do you kind of like being fired up a little bit so you can teach them a lesson?
I think it can be annoying, but I ask my sparring partners to do the same, just to be prepared for it, and I'm visualizing it, so I'm ready for whatever is coming out of his mouth or whatever techniques he's throwing at me.
Nice. Do the sparring partners enjoy talking shit to you, basically?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice. Last thing for me, you said it, man. You do something impressive here. Now your name gets in there. So do you go in the cage thinking, let's do something impressive? Do you push more to do something spectacular?
You're always trying to do your best, but I visualize it. It's in my mind. I don't want to do a tough, long, grueling fight against Sean Strickland. I want to have a perfect performance. So precision, perfection, early, nice, clean victory, dominance. That's what I'm looking for.
Jack, Sean said that you actually happened to see him last night after he'd finished sparring, and that he felt he didn't look very threatening. Did you see him, and did you think he looked threatening?
He didn't look threatening, but I know what skills he possesses and what he's going to bring. And I'm sure I'm not very threatening as well.
Is he one of those guys where you kind of almost have to accept the fact that he might stick around because he's tough and durable, so you can't think, well, I'll go in there, get rid of this guy. You have to sort of mentally prepare for maybe 3-4 rounds. Yeah,
definitely. You always have to be ready, and he's extremely durable, hard to finish. I think he only was finished once. So he's not an easy guy to get out of there. But at the same time, I think that that motivates me to be able to do that that nobody else is able to do. So yeah.
What was the most upsetting or insulting thing a training partner said to you during sparring?
I don't know, man. I think I just let it pass by, you know, and focus on the test, and that's what I'm looking forward to do on Saturday night as well.
You didn't hear something and you think, I'll hold that against them forever, and next time you sparred them, you're like, right, I remember you said that.
No, but I managed to shut them up.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys.